Frank purchased this azure blue 2003 Mustang Mach 1 when it was brand new. He dated his wife when he had this car. And back then, he says, with flip phones and not smartphones, you didn't really take a lot of pictures of your cars like you do today, so he didn't have very many pictures of it. He did have a picture of his first son in the car. I think that's really cool. Good memories to be made there, and he really loved the car, so that's just really cool to see someone who was able to buy one new like this. Unfortunately, he had to sell the car, but just recently he was able to trade his 2002 Tahoe for this torch red Mustang Mach 1. This is a 2004, so small differences, but basically the same car, and he got it for a smoking deal. You can see there's some imperfections like the paint peeling around the hood line. My torch red Mach 1 had that as well. I think torch red is one of the colors that fades really quickly, but it is an interior upgrade package car. You can see the large headrests there. Very nice looking car too. The interior is actually in really good shape. This car looks very nice. You can see the silver trim around the radio. That's the interior upgrade package, which would also include aluminum finished door lock posts. And you can see on this car, they're aftermarket, and you'll see later in the video what he did to put those back to original. And so the seats actually look really nice. This car looks like it's in very good shape, especially for what he got it for. And if you look at the trunk, it does have the line around the perimeter of the trunk where the sun's been fading it, and there's holes in the trunk because the Mach 1 spoiler is not there anymore. It has a Terminator style spoiler, which is shorter, so now you have the holes in the trunk visible. The paint's kind of peeling on the bumper. You can see it has vinyl letters in the bumper and on the valence on the bottom. And again, you can see there's some clear coat failure on the perimeter of the hood. That's very common on these. My torch red Mach 1 was also starting to do that, just barely. And of course, the roof's a little oxidized and the clear coat's failing there too. So obviously the car's seen some sun, it's been outside, and we know red's known for oxidizing very quickly. Engine looks really good. You can see the 04 had the magnesium normal gray valve covers. They were not painted, and Ford did that just to save money. In 04, the 03s had black painted valve covers. Here you can see the shaker is off. He's taken off the shaker, and on the bottom side where those holes are, there should be some grommets, and so he went ahead and bought the rubber grommets, and Ford does make these for other vehicles as well, so they're still in production and you can get these pretty easily. I bought some replacement ones as well, and so they just kind of have that little ring that you pry in, and that sets on the shaker, so the shaker kind of can sit up on the ball studs that it has. And so there's a little part number bag, and I had that in one of my videos as well. So here the car looks really good. It has that Terminator style spoiler with no brake light in it, so that's an aftermarket one, but you know, paint's not perfect, of course, and he decided he wants to start working on it, so you'll see what we do here. Mach 1 badge, you can see, has kind of been reapplied. The one's a little lower, but overall a good looking car. And so he decided it's time to go ahead and start sanding down the car and cleaning it up and doing some pre-paint and body work, and he's going to get around to doing that as well. So here's some of the progress. You can see taking off the rear spoiler. It's kind of dirty there, and now it's got some more drill holes there to install that new spoiler on there, but started working on there. A little dirt under the trunk. Just common of what it's going to look like when you start taking off panels. And you can see he's really starting to make some progress here. Here's the hood all sanded down, getting the low spots and everything, and just getting everything all ready for primer and paint and stuff. So doing a lot of good work here. So you can see the car's coming along, and you know he's getting close to painting it if it's this far along. And so just some more pictures here of the trunk lid and what he's doing with that and getting it all prepped and ready, and some more pictures here. So that's really sanded down there on the top. So pretty cool to see him making this progress and taking care of this car and giving it what it deserves. This is going to be really nice when it's done. And he was saying he actually wants to sell it when it's done and look for a blue one, just because of the memories he has and the soft spot for the blue one. But here you see more work being done. He's going to take that front bumper off here and do a lot of work with it. So that's coming along. And anybody who's done paint and body work can see what this is, and they can appreciate it, because this is a lot of time and a lot of good work to be able to do this. So going on to the back here, you can see the rear bumper removed, tail lights are out of it, just getting everything ready to go. So lots of good work here. And the back bumper, when it's off, you can see the foam pad there too, but everything's just coming along. It's pretty interesting to see the car like this, but also when it's like this, you can tell that this is a nice California car. I don't see any rust under there or anything. That's definitely what you want to see. So once it's painted, it's going to be a very nice car. So here you are with the front bumper off and everything and getting ready. So he did want to do those door posts, and so he got some nice Ford OEM ones, and that looks really good. And I've had several sets of these, but these are brand new in the bag, so that looks good. So back the way it should be. And when you have something like this that you do to the car, it really makes a difference, and you notice it because it's something that you had to change. So that looks really good. It did have this leather wrap style shift knob on here, and he wanted to return that back to the aluminum ball shifter that the Mach 1s came with. So you can see here he put one back on, so that looks really good. So anyway, just wanted to share this with everybody and do a little bit of a progress video here. We'll probably have an update soon and have more pictures and videos of what's going on. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.